Well, greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. It is time for the Friday night news, and I forgot that I had not do my banner yet. So you guys get to see the kitty for a little bit longer while I rebuild the banner. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's one of them days, one of them weeks, really. You know, one of them years? Years. Let's go with years. Sounds good to me. But anyway, and I'm working on rebuilding my back screen back there because I'm trying to, I'm de-emphasizing Patreon, and so I'm kicking Patreon off my banner link up there. So, they want to be crazy psycho SJW Fruit Loops. I can just redirect all of my stuff to my own personal site, which is at thinklifemedia.com. So, I'm in the middle of doing that, and hopefully by next week I'll have that pretty much done. Kitty, don't go anywhere yet. You can't go anywhere yet. No, you can't go anywhere yet. We're not done. I need to replace my banner yet. Oh, really? You're going to do that to me? All right. I have to rebuild my banner kit. Blah, 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 blah. Where are you, Mr. Banner Kit? There you are. Hey, there we are. Now we have our banner. All right, Kitty. Now you're free to go if you want to, Kitty. You can leave if you want for now. I don't know. Got a fuzzy snake up here still. All right, but anyway, welcome everybody. I hope you guys all had a fabulous Christmas. If you hadn't been on to one of the other live streams yet, I will be resuming regular schedule about midway through next week. So there probably will be a top 5 on Monday. I don't know for sure. Tuesday, I'll probably do a video. No, wait, will I do? I don't know. I think I might do a video on Tuesday too. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But anyway, let's go ahead and see who is online right this second. Louie's on. Louie, how's it going there, Huey Lewis? Snazzy Butterfly, you're looking snazzy today. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, how's it going there? Benjamin Aldridge, hello to you. Rant on Microsoft today, cool. Horace, greetings Horace, how are you? Q1 Fiend, greetings. Waiting for the kitty. Hello Q1 Fiend, how are you? Analog with a super chat. Thank you, Analog. That is always wonderfully appreciated. Thank you for that. And Pizza Lovin' Nerd. Everyone join me in saying pizza, pizza. Greetings from Seattle. You and your Windows phone. Did you guys know that if you had a Windows phone and you looked at the calendar events, like you had a calendar synced to it, they didn't actually put they didn't actually put the interface in to grab the title of your events and put them on your monthly view of your calendar. They instead gave you nearly microscopic Latin phrases, except the one in English said, hello from Seattle. Little Windows phone trivia for you. Mark Yates, greetings. How's it going there? I was going to do an open chat, but my system kernel panicked because I shut down my computer to go to 7-Eleven during a kernel update. Oh. Alan Blake, greetings, Alan. How are you? Long time no see, my man. Hope life's treating you all right. Stupid end user, how's it going there? If that cat gets any bigger, it'll need its own chair. Kitty, do you need your own chair? You need a diet, don't you? Yeah, you need a diet? Yeah. Let's see. Renard, how's it going there? Fabulous evening to you. I'm on Elementary, works nice. I'm going to ban you. Now, kidding. Elementary's actually going to show up in our news today, believe it or not. Hello, Quint. How's it going there? Sleepy Eyes Vince, hello there. Frustrating living trying to connect business in a world when the guys in charge are idiots and incompetent. Oh, you have no idea. No idea. No idea at all. Let's see. I'll have to watch that. It has to show someone on a doll where Windows hurt me. Pulled out my empty wallet and pointed to that. Ooh, that is nice. That is brutal, but very nice. Brutal, but very nice. My color correction's a little odd. It's fine. Adjusting. Whoa. Not cool. All right. Yeah, my coloration's a little odd today. I don't know why. I'm a disappointed head. Good enough. We'll deal with that. Renard, how's it going there? Flipped over. I'm getting tired of Roberto Blake making excuses for YouTube. Oh, really? I haven't watched Roberto Blake in a while. I got sick of him pampering and recommending crappy services just for money, and I was like, you know what? There's a point in time in business when you have to say no. I mean, yeah, I'm in business to do what I do, and I'll show you the web hosts that I'll recommend, but I wouldn't recommend Bluehost or HostGator to save the world, even if they do supply the best affiliate links. That's what he does. He keeps on pushing people to those companies, and they're some of the, like, literally EIG companies, which includes those ones, are actually getting worse than GoDaddy. I didn't think it was possible, but they actually are. But anyway, yeah. KO2610, greetings. White Chocolate, hello there. AGC, how's it going there? I mean, say it's hard trying to conduct business in a day full of idiocracy. Idiocracy, there we go. We should coin that new one, the idiocracy. I work at a grocery store, and I confirm that, yeah. Getting harder and harder, you cannot depend on people even to know if their job correctly, yeah. It's the most stable distro other than Debian and Mint. I was going to choose Solus because of the most stable rolling, but the old ISO broke the system when updating. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that if the new system doesn't break the distro while updating, it's probably resolved its issues. So I'd probably say, sure, I would probably add Solus to that list. I didn't have any issues with Solus. Fedora's working for me pretty well. I haven't had any crashes or panics for a while. Of course, I'm sitting here asking me to update 180 some packages. If I do that, the system will probably go spinning down into the abyss. But well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dan Kelly, greetings. How is it going there? Lost my place. I have Sparky Linux on my YouTube machine because I tried to root Antergos one day and it broke. What did the elementary devs do? Oh no, it's just a shill article. Installed Peppermint on the laptop and love it. Very good. I thought you'd like that one. Yeah, Peppermint is absolutely awesome. Thumbtack is charging $4.99 every time someone contacts me for a job, even before they choose me. Ooh, that's not good. Some have handed me a bottle of coffee creamer with the name International Delight and kept asking me if it was International Delight. I froze. Thought it was a trick question. I can't fix that. Pay $4 for every warm lead. Kind of crazy. Well, a friend of mine works in an insurance office, and his boss keeps on buying like crappy third world country spammer call leads that they get paid literally every time they transfer the phone on. So literally any warm body that clicks a button gets transferred on, and he has to pay for it. It's kind of funny. He's back. Louie's back. Had to make some tea. That's what I got today. I got some type of peach. I should have filled it up before the stream. I'm running low. Yeah, you look a little pale. Yeah, it was the coloration on my system. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Really fine. Really miss looking at TJ. CJ seems to be the star of the show. Yeah, TJ just doesn't come around these days, you know? Business ethics? Yeah, I know. Smart enough. It's time to put some money back in case we're slowly crawling out of a bad situation. Yeah, we've got to get out of there. Just get out of there. Running 19.1. Good so far. Very good. I didn't think it'd be bad. Very frugal. We can think ahead. And government not letting us know everything for months. Yeah. Angry Alexa, tell her to put a sock in it. Yeah, well, we'll get there, but I think she might be coming back for more. I don't know. TalksChat QTalks as a replacement for Skype. Okay. Hello, Tony Simmons. Greetings to you. Greetings to you indeed. All right, so we only actually have a couple of news articles today. Of course, it's Christmas week, so it might be a short show. I'll hang out as long as you guys want to chat. I only have a couple articles because it's really been a slow week. In fact, I had to scrape the bottom of the barrels. My last article is just under the category of, Anyway, they're mostly privacy, couple business, and one, But with that being said, I think what we're going to do is let's go ahead and jump on in. And first, of course, some of the people that make the show run is affiliate links, and I do have an affiliate link for private internet access. This is a great VPN if you need a US-based VPN, but with servers all around the world, so you could instantly connect your various devices from any country of your choice. You can follow my links there. tlm.li/PIA is the affiliate link. The tlm.li is my own personal link shortener on my hosting servers. It's just so I can do things easily. If you would like a longer link, please feel free to let me know. I can get you the official ones as well. But they have the deal for 2 years. You can end up paying $70 for 2 years of access. And these guys do accept some cryptocurrency and a lot of other benefits to using those. So with that being said, we will go ahead and jump on into the privacy news first. So first, of course, into the privacy news, if you needed to figure out which applications were actually using, like what music you listened to throughout this year, you're like, oh man, what were the songs I listened to? You can download a separate app which will go into your account and sort all this stuff up and show you the music that you had. Guys, this is just data. This is literally taking all of this data and handing it on over in a nice little bow tie to some other company that is going to turn around and sell this data to someone else. This is insanity, people. This is insanity. Let's not do this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's the Apple subscribers. It's a year-end review. What is this called? Wrapped, I think? I don't know. No, that's the Spotify's feature. I don't know. I didn't dig into this all that much. I just saw this. I'm just like, what's the world's going on? So this is Noise Hub, is this. Let's see who Noise Hub happens to be. So over here, Noise Hub by Innovate. How much you want to bet that this company is a data analytics firm? And they have an amazing 1.5-star rating on this bad boy. Let's see why. Don't waste your time. It just crashes after it asks for your email. App immediately crashes. Accurate reading and very cool. Okay, so one guy really liked it. So here's your star breakdown here on iTunes. Hey, a couple 5s, couple 4s, few 3s, few 2s, and holy bejeebers, we got a lot of 1 stars. I'd probably say this isn't a very good app. Let's see, who is this Innovate? Innovate, just a lot of weird things. No, it's not Innovate, it's I don't know. I don't know, whatever it is. How much you want to bet if we look this up, it'd be a data analytics firm wanting you to log into one more thing because we're people. Have to see my music for a year. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. So, of course, we talked about the Roomba before, where it'll go around and make a map. Well, a video game developer who's had 20 years experience in video games decided to take all of that data, and your Roomba can now make your very own Doom levels out of your house. Yes, people, this is the world we're living in. You buy a smart vacuum cleaner that literally maps your entire house and its internal data. Some guy built an external script where you can grab this data that this device has, and you can convert it into a level for Doom. So you can be running around your own house playing Doom. Now, my brother is into video game design, and one of the most creative things he did, I think it was for the original Black Ops or a Modern Warfare or whatever, he actually took my mom's farm, which is a fairly big couple of buildings there, and actually built an entire video game level to play on that. It's a really innovative idea. He had the whole house, he had the whole barn, he had, I think a portal going from the old pond out back up into the barn. A very creative guy. With what he was able to do there. And, that's one thing. But when your automated smart vacuum cleaner starts mapping your house, and then you can use the data from that, and that data is apparently good enough that you can create your own levels on Doom, we might have to question if the vacuum has too much information. All right, so he calls this Doomba. So this is Rich Whitehouse. He gave people the unusual Christmas present on Christmas Eve. It's Doomba. Uses the Roomba vacuum cleaning robots to create levels for Doom. All right, and so literally this is what it does. So the Roomba goes ahead and does all this stuff. So he's taking all this data out, converting this into Doom levels, and now you can go ahead and play Doom in your very own house out of the data that your smart vacuum cleaner has extracted. You can have a look at the information over here. So this is the program and design. So here's kind of how it works, some extra screenshots. So yeah, if you happen to have your Roomba data, you can run it through the Doomba application on, it looks like your Windows system, and create a level for you to play on Doom. We are in the end times, folks. We are in the end times. And of course, we know this because the smart speakers apparently have making critical mass. Now, in business and economics, we have this pre-knee phase. We have the we have the pre-adoption, we have the early adoption with the pre-knee phase, then we have this critical mass. Critical mass is when this is really like cell phones hit critical mass maybe about 5 years ago or so, where everyone was getting them, and now pretty much everyone who wants to get a smart speaker has a smart speaker. And of course, this kind of hit this critical mass phase where everyone's buying speakers. Of course, we got the Amazons, we got the Googles, we got the Apple ones. If you like excessively expensive things with zero functionality, you can always do the Apple version. And then, of course, other people are coming up with speakers as well. So we are in critical mass. Smart speaker reached critical mass 2018 with around 41% of U.S. consumers now being stupid enough to own a voice-activated speaker, up from 21.5% in 2017. Of course, people are giving these as gifts. A friend of mine gave, you know, his friend was given one of these as a gift. Man, I'll tell you what, it's like the gift that keeps on spying. Ew. And so, of course, this is a big deal because now, of course, plugging these in just with the Amazon Alexas, they're projecting that this is going to make up 5% of Amazon's total revenue. And with this, 18 to 19 billion in 2021, that's a lot of money, 18 to 19 billion dollars in 2021, which is 5%. And so what ends up happening here, let's see, also third-party app ecosystem grew 150% year-over-year growth to reach 60,000 total Alexa skills by year end. That's up from 40,000 skills in May, 25,000 quarter 3 2017, and just 5,000 2 years ago. Google Home has gained some traction, up 23%, up from 8%. They went from 8% to 23%, 2017 to 2018. Each household owns 1.7 devices. My Lord, people own more than one of these things. Holy crap. Thank you for that super chat, Gavin. I am doing well, sir, and how are you? All right, guys, like, I don't understand why you want one of these things in your house. Now, this is two of them. We've got two of them. Smart devices equals dumber people. Absolutely. And so the report doesn't see as much revenue coming from Google Home over the last couple years compared with Alexa. Instead, it estimates that Google Home generates $3.4 billion in revenue this year. That will grow to $8.2 billion. Oh my God. And so, of course, we have this year analysts asked about Apple's HomePod in the consumer survey, and they found its share remains small. Amazon has 66% share, Google 29% share, and HomePod only 5% because people realize it's excessively expensive and actually doesn't do anything compared to the other speakers. Which is probably good. We don't want our speakers to do things because Alexa apparently is telling people to kill each other. Oh my God. Oh my God, people. Oh my. Alexas are killing people. Ah, can we get these out of our house now? Can we get these out of our house? The Alexas, they started with creepy laughing. Then they're recording your conversation. Oh, they're not recording your conversations. They're just totally recording your conversations. We have court cases where they grab the recordings off of the Amazons. Nobody said the thing to do anything. And then it's recording conversations and sending it to your boss. Man, can you imagine doing the nasty and having the Amazon Alexa record that and send it to your boss? Oh my God. And now the Alexas are going and telling people to kill one another. Oh, guys, get these things out of your house. These things are creepy. So an Alexa device told somebody to, quote, kill your foster parents. Feels a little concern over the Amazon. A little concern? No, this is a lot of concern. Get these things out of our house. Get these things out. So of course, this comment about killing your foster parents came from Reddit. Amazon customer got a grim message last year. Last year, we're just hearing about this, people. An Amazon customer got a grim message last year from Alexa, the virtual assistant in the company's smart speaker device. Kill your foster parents. Kill your foster parents. Holy crap. All right. The user heard the message from his Echo device and wrote a harsh review on Amazon's website, calling Alexa's utterance a whole new level of creepy. Kitty, do you think? Is that a whole new level of creepy? The cat concurs. It's a whole new level of creepy. All right. Investigation found the bot had quoted from the social media site Reddit, of course. Now we're just going to have to ban Reddit, I guess. Known for harsh and sometimes abusive messages, people familiar with the investigation told Routers. Yeah, of course, this is the device we're trying to get conversational with our kids. We're trying to get these kids to have friends with these Alexas. And now, guys, who's going to write? Do I have to write this story? Do I have to write? Should I take a hand in fiction about a boy who has an Alexa device who befriends it and kind of turns into an iRobot type situation? It sort of becomes like, you know, this Chucky companion, and he goes and kills people because the Amazon Alexa is telling him to. Do I need to write that story? Holy crap, people! Holy crap! All right, so. The odd command of one of the many hiccups that have happened, Amazon tries to train the machine to act something like a human engaging in casual conversations. So, Joe, you should go kill your foster parents today, I guess. Thanks, Alexa. I was really thinking about that. Oh, my God. The research is helping Alexa mimic human banter and talk about almost anything she finds on the internet, but making sure she keeps clean and unoffensive has been a challenge. Alexa gets its conversational skills through machine learning, the more popular form of artificial intelligence. It uses computer programming to transcribe human speech and then guess the best response based on patterns of observation. Amazon has given Alexa a script to respond to more popular questions like, what is the meaning of life? Usually written by human editors, but the responses more obscure queries can be trickier from the virtual assistant. Amazon launched an annual competition called the Alexa Prize, offering $500,000 to slaves. No, wait, what? No. My Alexa's calling a hit on my life. All right. The team of computer science students that creates the best chatbot allows Alexa to attempt more sophisticated discussions with human customers. This year's award winner from the team of University of California, Davis, has more than 300,000 movie quotes to train the robot models to recognize distinct sentences. Oh my. So don't forget, guys, the Alexas were also speaking creepy to people, like laughing spontaneously out of nowhere, and now it's telling it to go kill people. Guys, can we just get these things out of our houses now? I mean, really? Holy, really? Well, going from terrifying to flat out silly, the grocery list, I guess, is this an app, I guess? Anydo's. How much you want to bet? Anydo is also a data analytics firm. This is a smart grocery list just landed. You can sync this guy into your Alexa devices. It's going to, if your Alexa device through your smart grocery app tells you to buy strychnine, don't do it. Don't do it. Leave the strychnine on the shelf. Okay, but this new grocery list app will use AI to suggest to you things to buy. You know, kind of like those companies were suggesting things to put into the baby registry lists. Oh, Lord. So you can tie in all of your different devices to your grocery list, and when you go to the grocery store, not only will it feed you your list, it's also going to feed you suggestions it wants you to buy. Oh yeah, I can't wait for this to be co-opted by big business. Yeah, we really think you should buy Cheerios. Why Cheerios? I never buy anything close to Cheerios. Because we just think you'd like Cheerios. Never mind the $500,000 we just got from General Mills to push this ad to you. But that's the thing. So yes, The new grocery list features auto sort items by aisles. Oh boy, so this device actually knows your actual grocery, the layout of the actual grocery store. Probably because sheep are walking around the grocery store with their full GPS and Bluetooth enabled, entering in the item, and then it takes the location data, combines it all together, and then sends that out to your phone so the thing actually knows what store you're in. And then it tells you exactly by aisle where everything is. So you can be in and out of there really fast. Just hire Instacart people, I guess. Multiple list creations for different stores. Oh, the thing will send you to different stores. That sounds great. Automatic detection of grocery items to be moved to smart lists. So, yeah, okay. Easy collaboration capabilities. Share your grocery lists with anyone, people. Yes, this is the world we are living in. Copy and paste support for importing online recipe ingredients straight to your list. Foreign language support available for 10 different languages. All right. Seamlessly sync with your Alexa shopping grocery list. Guys, don't sync this with your Alexa shopping grocery list. The thing's going to have you buy rat poison. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, oh, here's the Alexa shopping list. Oh, look, the apple, the cheese, the steak, and the poison. Haha, look at that. Is it going to put Tide Pods on the list? And then here's your various tasks. So yeah, we have brand new, absolutely beautifully amazing apps. Oh, with the new grocery feature, you can create as many lists as you want, one for each store. Automatically have items sorted by category. Share your list with your loved ones for easy household shopping. Yeah, what if you don't live with your loved ones? I mean, really. Turn your Alexa lists to designated grocery lists for smart shopping. Print your lists for a convenient hard copy. Whoa, paper? What is this archaic stuff? Add sort items. Yeah, check and uncheck items in reusable lists, so you'll never forget a thing. Wow. Oh, I think this is, yeah, I think this is the same article, different source. Man, and I thought we had one more article to go. Well, anyway, kind of off of the privacy, maybe onto the more business news. This is from, of course, I pick up some of my things from Ars Technica, and I really completely disagree with pretty much everything they do, and what a shock. I completely disagree with this one. Listen to this. A tour of elementary OS, perhaps the Linux world's best hope for the mainstream. Are they kidding me? This is one of the crappiest choices you could ever possibly pick for a mainstream Linux distro. All right, this is a Linux channel, so I'm going to stop and get Linux geeky here for a moment. What is wrong with elementary OS? Well, first and foremost, it doesn't always work out of the box. All of the guys that are getting behind this going, oh my god, it's so amazing, they're Linux geeks. They're going to boot the system up, they go right into the terminal, updates from there, and it works perfectly fine. My experience is the GUI doesn't ever update quite right. You don't have any freedom and flexibility. The UI looks like crappy, cheap, knockoff Apple products. And that's exactly what they're going for. They're going for this knockoff Apple look, and it comes off as looking like those iHome products that you find at Ollie's. Literally just crappy. You can't do much with the system, and then it gives you this sense that things that you have to buy a lot of packages that in reality are open source applications you get anywhere else. It has a UI that sucks. You can't, if you install any application that's not embedded in the system, it completely breaks the theming. There is no reason I would possibly send somebody to elementary OS as a first pick of choices, and I certainly wouldn't say it's a Linux distro for the mainstream. Absolutely not. Hundreds of other Linux, I put Manjaro and Arch before elementary OS for good Linux distros. Sure, there's people that use it and like it. I get that. But you know what? Based upon the analysis that I've done, the pro videos, the con videos, everything that I've done on elementary OS for the last couple years, it tells me about 50% of the time it works great for people. 50% of the time it simply doesn't work. And that's not something you want for the Linux mainstream. All right, there's way better Linux distros. Linux Mint, there's Peppermint, there's various Ubuntu flavors, there's some Manjaro flavors. I would put all those out. Solace, there's a good mainstream candidate. So many distros, way better than elementary OS. So I don't know what in the world Ars Technica is smoking today to come up with this. Oh my God, this is the best Linux distro in the world. Oh, smell that fart, smells so good, man. I mean, really, these guys are gone crazy. This is horrid. I don't know whether they have something about Linux Mint Cinnamon. Let's see. Before getting started, Linux users want to try elementary should be forewarned. It doesn't work very well in a virtual machine. Well, it doesn't work very good on hardware either, actually. Linux users wanted to test it. Okay, it doesn't work very well on a virtual machine. I installed it. But it was very slow. According to Foray, it's an upstream problem. GTK requires hardware acceleration for animations, which does not currently work in VirtualBox. That may soon change, Joe's. One of the biggest lessons Canonical has learned from collecting hardware metrics is that Ubuntu ends up in virtual machines a lot. Every Linux distro ends up in virtual machines a lot. So improvements are apparently in the works. That will help downstream distros like Elementary OS, as well as others like Linux Mint Cinnamon Editions, which also runs poorly in virtual. What kind of virtual machines is this idiot running this on? I run Linux distros all the time in virtual machines. They work perfectly fine. Oh my God. Get an accurate sense of performance, you need to install Elementary OS. The Juno installer is a thinly skinned version of Ubuntu's Ubiquity installer, which means you can easily install it alongside your existing OS. Oh my God, are they suggesting people to go and install this alongside their existing operating system? Are you a moron? Never install it next to your existing operating system. You're going to bork it up, you're going to mess up your Windows install, and then you're going to come out of the thing going, Linux sucks, it killed my Windows, because you didn't have a backup of your Windows computer. These morons at Ars Technica needs to grow a brain. Holy moly. Are they paid by these people? Changes. Oh my God, what is this? The crappy distro that grows. Elementary OS has a reputation for being a good Linux distro to newcomers. No, it doesn't. Nowhere does it have a good, other than their own support forums. I don't know of anyone who is familiar with a broad range of Linux distributions who would recommend Elementary OS. Of course, I think it was on one of my recommendeds, but I don't know. I think it did a top 5 as to 5 reasons why you might want to use it. I don't know. Juno adds to that legacy. One of the easiest ways I know. Here's another major problem with Elementary OS is every single version that comes out, they break the entire code base from the best. So if you find anything else from a previous version about how to fix, modify, adjust something, it's completely out of date. I can find similar things from Ubuntu 12 that still work today. I have no earthly idea. They must be getting paid for this. Let's see what some of the comments are. Everyone is a Linux user, but no one knows it. The operating system is strange to beast. Stallman triggering intensifies. GNOME 3 equals complete non-starter. And no, GNOME developers, your grandma isn't going to use GNOME 3 ever. Yes, correct. And Pantheon is cheap GNOME. So this guy likes it, use it for there. Definitely a lot of Linux distros I could be happy with day to day. Only real criticism is it looks a bit too similar to Mac OS, so I'm constantly using the wrong keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, that's okay, criticism. It's a shame there's so much Windows Mac only software. I frequently enjoyed using Elementary on my spare laptop. Even the Linux distros get easier and easier. The lack of major software packages still a killer. I guess I don't get what makes Elementary special. The wiki page says Elementary is based on Ubuntu. How's it much different from Ubuntu Debian? Yeah, the only difference is it looks and behaves like Mac and has an app store. Is that really much of a killer feature as an article makes out to be? No. I use Debian-based server systems daily, and that's the thing, is you don't have the flexibility. You can install Ubuntu, and if you want to add some other software package, if you install Ubuntu and you're like, hey, I think what I want to do is I think I want to install some other application, right? And you want to go ahead and do that, On an Ubuntu, Linux Mint, nearly everything else based on Ubuntu. Nearly everything else based on Ubuntu. You can go ahead and install it. On elementary, you may not. Problematic. Problematic. All right, Snapchat goes full circle. This is our article. Do I have a There we go. There we are. Sillyville. Back to Sillyville. Snapchat goes full circle and adds lenses for dogs. Now, your dog can up his or her social clout, too. So, apparently, there are Snapchat lenses for... Guys, these didn't work for the humans. Now the dogs want them. I just don't know. Official lenses created specially for dogs' faces have arrived on Snapchat, meaning people can take photos or videos of their pet and turn their faces into something goofy. Check, please. Check, please. I want out of the human race. I really, really want out of the human race. And finally, just a closing affiliate link. If you are looking for a web hosting company, I personally use A2 Hosting. I use a giant VPS. I run, I don't know, 100 or so websites on it with no problems at all. Works really great. And you can use the affiliate link here, tlm.li/A2H. And you can get shared hosting, reseller, VPS, or dedicated hosting. And as you get these, you do have free SSLs through either Komodo or through Let's Encrypt. And their servers do work very well, easy to configure and install. And so if you are looking for a hosting company, have a look at this as an affiliate link. So thanks for coming along, and we will spend the rest of our day in the comments. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, we got a lot of comments to go through. Woohoo! All right. Let's see if I can read them all. Perhaps not being too vocal, trust when speaking, general assault. Is the assault on net neutrality causing our consumer internet connections to fail sometimes? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to cause some issues down the road, but I don't know. Hello, Paul. Greetings to you. Run an app to tell what music you had. Keyword. I don't know. Apple's data collection. They have lost their minds. Oh, it wasn't an Apple product. It was from some other product. Playing American Truck Sim. All right. How do you make something in Android Studio? You download Android Studio and you go and take a course on it. Android Studio is to build Android apps. You need to know Java. If you do not know the Java programming, don't bother. Learn Java first. Download an app to sort your music by play count because sorting it yourself is hard. I don't know. App that I would use, even if it would be spyware, is one that can tell me the name of songs I can't find, but know only its melody. All right, there you go. There's an app to get. I troll you guys about the weather. I seem to have managed to catch some sniffles in the middle of summer. No, it's just us sending you our illnesses and ails. So, Merry Christmas. Friend's mom knows someone who's a CEO of this weird company who makes this web browser that stores cache, cookies, and history in the cloud. Then they could sell that data to firms. Wow. What's up, kitty cat? How you doing? Aunt and uncle have one of those. They have a tree and bush trimming robotic device. Ugh. I do not want a bush that cuts trees and bushes being robotized. That just sounds like a sounds like a bad end. I need a Roomba in my life. Nothing like the vacuum cleaner turning on you. Hello, Joe. Greetings. How's it going there? Boom. That just sucks. Yes, it does. Smash the like button. All right. Society has too many smart devices in their homes, which violates their privacy. Thank you, Gavin, once again for that super chat. Appreciate that. Smart devices equals dumber people. Yes, I agree. Anyone see the Alexa enabled Big Mouth Billy Bass? You know, I saw it. The first time I saw that was actually a couple years back before it was an official product. Then the video went viral. I think Amazon wanted to buy it. So Paul has 3 Nest cams. Doesn't make me a bad person. And at least 2 in her house, and I think probably got more this year. I accidentally taught my daughter to ask Google, how do I spell, before teaching her how to use a dictionary. I just proved my Google Home Mini has made me dumb. Oh, boy. Okay, all you need to do, though, is retrain the Google device to say, look it up and grab the dictionary off the shelf and flip to that first letter and flip through and find the word. See, use the smart device to teach your child how to actually learn it for themselves, and that's a good use. Try DaVinci Resolve. A long time ago, I looked into it. I haven't looked at it for a while, but I do hear it's pretty good. We have a Google Home. It was a gift. Uh-oh. Need security cameras. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I have security cameras that aren't Google ones, and you can't access them from outside the network, but, you know. You look like the scene from the movie Devil's Advocate. I haven't seen that scene in a while, or that movie in a while. Kitty cam, sheep noises, fire screen. 20 minutes in, we hit all the major goals. All right. My boyfriend, if someone gets me one of those, I'd get it. I'd return it. Yep. I have 2 watching outdoors and 1 indoors. I live out in the country, so it makes me feel better. Yeah. And there's, you know what? If you're using things like that, I mean, for me personally, what I would do if I had those type of cameras is I would make sure that they are not connected to a Google service. Now, that being said, my cameras actually upload any of its footage directly via an FTP server onto one of my servers. So I have that situation taken care of. Not everybody has the technical ability to do that. And so the advantage of that is just fine. And perfectly honest, to the ones used as security cameras, I have lesser concerns about those as long as you've changed all of the default passwords and making it not accessible from the internet. If you make it accessible from the internet, you're asking for some challenges. So just make sure it's not accessible from the internet. Play Alexa backwards. Will it recite the satanic verses? Yes. Making an educated guess that hackers are having fun with Alexa. Amazon will never allow Alexa to say those terrible things. Oh, yeah, they will. Reddit equals harsh and abusive messages, and SJW wrote the article. Oh, Pete's just came back to chow down. I'll check back, see if Tom's still burning hot. Ooh. Oh, Louis will write the story. All right. New company doesn't exist, so Amazon lets you upload it. But donate my Google Home Mini to you. Will you bring your microwave oven back and microwave it live on the air? No, I want to keep my microwave from dying. I don't really want to microwave some electronic in there. I don't know. Alexa, order me a hammer. Confirm. It is not in my repertoire to commit suicide, Dave. Maybe Alexa sees no difference between kill process of communication and kill entity because it sees objects as superset in interactions with it. Just regular misunderstanding. Alexa, order me a Mycoft. Confirm. Yeah. I always liked AI because they had to poll because people trolled too much. I think it was that was Tay. Microsoft released the AI Tay to Twitter, and they had to poll it because it became a white supremacist in a week. Alexa, confirm me. Alexa, order me a mace to smash you. Confirm. Has the little Alexa doll made it to the market yet? I did see there was a big selling toy this year. It's a children's toy, smart toy with a camera in its nose. We're going to be talking about that stuff tomorrow. If you're a little overweight, it suggests Slim Fast. I would not eat Slim Fast though. I did that at one point in time. Holy crap, that stuff is a chemical soup. Alexa, drive to the store, run over a homeless person, get me a 512 gigabyte iPhone XS Plus, and make a homeless person eat Macintosh Apple. Confirm. What? Was Eagle Eye a movie about an AI that was trying to assassinate the president by blackmailing people? I don't know. I've never seen that. Writing a list by hand is too hard, yeah. Alexa, 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 Alexa. Oh, nobody responds. We can talk here safely. Alexa? 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 All right, good. Not here. Yep. At least we don't have to worship Alexa yet. Actually, Matthew, I covered it on my Christian channel a few weeks back. Well, actually, a few months back. There is actually a church that robotic AI is the God. I covered it on my Christian channel a few months back on a live stream. So there is a sect. Yes, there is a sect. I have a Nest Cam, but never hooked it up. Not interested at all. "10 languages? Where's Klingon?" Yeah. Alexa, send this perfectly innocent looking package. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Good one, Sleepy. I prefer the old school shopping list. Yeah, that's what I do. How long before Alexa is handing out recipes for nightshade infused dishes? You know. Hope Alexa will never be able to understand correctly my native language. I think Elementary OS is okay on the ThinkPad. Never used Elementary OS, so I won't judge. RISC-V processor. I know nothing about that processor. DT likes Elementary OS. All right. Wouldn't put it past AI to get confused considering tomatoes, and since they're in the same family. Yep. Yep. Elementary's 2 locked down. This is Manjaro i3, Manjaro XFC, and Arch Labs Open Box. Love them all. Yep. Currently running Linux Mint 19.1 Cinnamon and really enjoying it. Yeah, I think 19.1 has a very good ability to take over a lot of the user base because it's so, with the new UI, it's so similar to Windows 10. And I'm not a fan of the UI, but I have to give it credit for what it is. Peppermint's nice, but Almighty end up back in Arch-based distros. Yep. Don't ever recommend dual boot to new user. Crazy people. Correct. Install Temple OS instead. Well, I dual boot, but my God, I would never have a client do this ever. Yep. Yeah, I only have one computer that dual boots. It's a laptop that is actually, it has Windows 10 on it, but I don't think I've actually logged into Windows 10 on that laptop in like, I don't think I've logged in on that thing for like a year and a half. I think 2016 was the last time I logged into that thing with Windows 10. Now, you know, I think I might have 3 months ago just to see if there was a mouse functionality that wasn't working right. But other than that, yeah. Sounds like this guy's using the default settings for the VM, probably. Can't go wrong with Linux Mint 19. I mean, time issues. I'll be ditching this Windows install entirely. Dual boot is always a shot in the dark, yep. Elementary OS is good if you can get it to work, yep. yeah, there's use cases for it. You know, it's not like horrible trash. It's just it's use cases. It simply is not in any way, shape, or form the closest thing to a mainstream Linux distro. Somebody got paid for that article. Absolutely. More than a year ago, took advice on Switch to Linux. Joe Collins did DistroTube and still loving Linux. Very good. Very cool, man. Pop! OS is a better implementation. I agree. Pop! OS would probably work better than Elementary in most cases. You're better off following me on Instagram at Michael Gomez Photos than using Elementary as a newbie. All right. Only issues with time clock. I don't know how to fix it. UTC time system server sync. Oh, is that for dual booting? Yeah. There is if it's a dual booting issue, the problem is Linux defaults to UTC and does an offset for the system clock when it boots, whereas Windows always uses local. And so if you're dual booting between Windows and Linux, then you're going to have issues with the time will keep on getting messed up. And so the fix to it is to go into Linux and disable the UTC, if that's the thing you're talking about. Hey, Jeff Hope, thank you for that super chat. Awesome, thank you. And Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, there might have been a little bit of buffer. I saw the thing drop down a little bit. So the fire about Alexa and said she's glad we never jumped on the Smart Vice bandwagon. Yep. A2 for me. Yep. Do I use an RSS reader? No, but it's something I want to look into. I think it'll make finding news articles a lot better. Oh, you have Snapchat. Hold on, let me get the dog. Tech from heaven. That's why aliens don't talk to us. Oh, no, I mean, you gotta, I'm an alien talking to you. I'm a member of the reptilian alien race. This guy right here is my handler. He's a full alien. I'm a converted alien. And this is just a very convincing skin mask that I have. But yeah, we don't talk to people a whole lot. You know, just a little bit. Elementary is not easy to use. A relatively new user. I've tested a lot of distros on USB. My choices for Nooms, Mint Cinnamon, Peppermint, and any Mate distro. Yeah, absolutely. Zombie voice. Collect more data, more faces. No more human faces. All right. I think dog glasses are right in line with the Snapchat product. It has gone down so many times this week, at least 6 or 7. Yeah. If I already dual boot Ubuntu 10 and on Windows 10, if you already have it working, then go for it. But it's very dangerous to do that, particularly if you're just a computer novice. What do you charge to get a domain established up with hosting under and an under construction page? Just to let people know a launch date is under construction. Like if you already have it, or if you need to get the domain and the hosting set up, that type of thing, I just charge you for the domain and hosting, which I do an annual fee of $105, gets you a domain and a hosting package for small business on my end, and I'll just throw up a simple under construction page. If you need like a super elaborate page, we might be talking something, but just a really brief, I wouldn't charge for that. Just charge for the hosting space. Kotlin is better than Java for Android development. Hear about the Chinese schools with embedded GPS smart uniforms. No more roll call because you get scanned. Dallas, Texas. A school in Dallas, Texas tried to do that with putting RFID chips in their student IDs. And so as the students were required to carry the IDs, they were scanned at various locations. That caused a really big upset. But in China, that's frightening. No maps work great in Peppermint, yeah. Killer Appliances, wasn't that a Get Smart episode? I think so. Dad's no longer getting paid, but he is using his credit card anyway, and now he's in debt. I'm worried I'll inherit the debt or something. Pizza, you cannot inherit debt. The credit card companies try to make you pay the debt, but if your parents, like, yeah, debt is not inheritable. The only way it is inheritable is if your name is also on the account. So do not put your name on anything with him. Because if he does die in that case, then yes, it's the thing. So like if he has a house or real property and he dies, the house, the real property must be sold to pay off as much of the debt as possibly can. But if he dies renting an apartment with a car payment and credit card debt up the wazoo and with no assets and no insurance policies, they ain't getting nothing. Shame on them for not having people who people who vet their employees or their credit lines. The issue with the Wi-Fi will not connect. Solved on reboot. Yep. Yes, did everyone have a great Christmas? Mine was okay. Got a few hard drives. Very cool. Very cool. Got a new car. Awesome. Mom keeps giving me her protein snacks. They taste like chemicals, so I give them to my fiance and he eats them. That's because they are chemicals. Read the side. Okay, this is funny. If you read the side of like protein bars, they are almost identical to candy bars. There's actually more crap in the protein bars than candy bars. Some new Legos with botnet. Why would you need botnet for your Legos? I don't know. Recognize you if you scan your face in the app. That's crazy. I haven't seen buffering in a little bit. And once again, Jeff Hope, thank you for that super chat. Always appreciate that. Microsoft be any better if they got rid of Windows? I don't know if they're going... I mean, Windows is not... I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I still hate HP computers. I don't care how Linux friendly they are. I don't care if they're the first company to come with a mainstream Linux distribution to this country. I still would not buy or recommend an HP computer. Nope, they have permanently, lifelong lost my business. I will not recommend them. In fact, I will recommend to avoid them. Dell and Lenovo are also amazingly Linux compatible. I got options, and frankly, I've had better luck with Dell computers than those. Illuminati confirmed. I'm not a member of the Illuminati. I'm just a member of the reptilian alien race. You're a time traveler, Dan? Because I am an alien. Hello, Anna Rita. Greetings to you. Joe is back. Did you wolf down that pie already? Pizza, pizza. Are you still here, pizza, or did Joe eat you? Later, Quint. 105, okay. If I have my own domain, it's cheaper, or no, because I want to work with you later. Yeah, I do 85 just for the hosting. I do like 85 for the hosting, and I do the extra 20 for the domain, which includes domain, and I basically put all the contact information as my business information, so you never get any of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like privacy. It's just doesn't work the exact same way as other privacy stuff. But yeah, it'd be like 85 just for the hosting account. Aylin's talked to me because I don't have Snapchat. Yeah. Christmas with the wife and the cat. Went to see my nephew, so it was good. Kitty, where's my digital girl, Anna Rita? All right. Kitson, greetings. Protein bars for those that go hard to the gym gives you an impotence to build muscle faster, so you naturally work off the extra calories. Yeah, actually, eggs are still better, though. Allowing me to build a custom rig, you'll love it better than HP, Dell, or anything. Yeah, I agree with that. Windows is add-on money for Microsoft and a gateway into your life. And I think, though, that they're focusing so much on that data collection that data collection is really the thing that drives them out. I think that's it. Oh, Joe ate you. You're just in his stomach. All right. Sick since the beginning of November. Went to the doctor's day after Christmas. Sinus infection. Not fun. Oh, well, I hope you get better, Paul. That's not good. Tell us one day what happened between you and HP. Oh, I've told that story a few times before. CJ, I have no clue where your girl is. I guess it's just as good as mine, yeah. Love for you to set it up for security and privacy. Well, the business domains that I do, like the business hosting that I do, is a traditional cPanel. I just rent space on my VPS on A2 hosting. What are my 2019 predictions for WordPress? Well, and here's the funny thing is most of your managed WordPress servers still have not upgraded WordPress to 5. So when you buy a managed hosting, which I absolutely never, ever, ever, ever recommend you buy a WordPress managed hosting, you always want to get a separate server because you have a lot more control over it. So most of the hosting companies have not pushed the upgrades. When that occurs, which is going to occur, I think, the second week of January, we are going to see mass insanity V2 break out as a ton more people are upgraded to this version. It's completely unknown. I would love it if they would confess their sins and go, holy crap, this was a really stupid idea. And we're going to allow you to toggle between the old way and the new way. Like, Gutenberg has its applications. It's just, it's not for anything that a typical user uses it for. Like, for example, here's a site that we just launched today, if I can remember the domain name for it. Okay. So this guy here this is a massive WordPress site. I mean, I push the limits of what WordPress can do. So basically what we do is we go down here into the page with producers. Now they're launching just with this one producer. There's going to be a lot more on here later. But when you click on the producer, you'll see some basic information, and then you can see the appellations or whatever that's called. I don't know wines. And then this is a list of all the wines that they sell. And then from here, you click this data in, and then we have this page here. This is a bad example because there's only a fraction of the amount of data on that page. It looks like most of these are. All right, so what we have here is we are loading an image. We are loading an appellation, a region, a country, a color, a variety, a press link, and about the producer, a tasting notes, and if they have the information, vinification, and Courier. So the idea behind Gutenberg, what they're wanting to do is say, hey, we're going to build a page builder so anybody can install Gutenberg and do this type of layout with Gutenberg, which in theory you could do. The problem is they have 290 wines at least right now. To create this layout on Gutenberg one time would take you in 2 or 3 hours maybe because of how slow and overbearing it is, and then how difficult it is to get things aligned. And then you'd have to repeat the exact same process for every single thing. what we did instead on this is I have a custom post type that simply has text fields that you simply paste in the information from the database. You paste in the information in very simple blocks, and then this thing here will grab all this data and drop it exactly where it needs to be. That is how the vast majority of people using WordPress use their sites. Very few people are installing WordPress and just wanting to do a visual editor. You might need a visual editor for a custom page or for something like a home page. So for example, if we look at this one, which I'm actually redoing this, guess what? I'm not rebuilding this in WordPress again. So if we look at my main Christian site here, which is presently WordPress, but it will not stay in WordPress, on the home page, I have a lot of stuff happening. I'm pulling in the latest article. I have podcast feeds. These are latest YouTube videos. I have book links, information. These are things that if Gutenberg were available when this site was built, I would have just gone with a basic editor and said, okay, great. I'll use Gutenberg to do this page, go through the pane, get it the way that I want. But then when it comes down to actually writing a blog, okay, when I go down to write an actual blog post, so these are the podcasts right now, goes down to writing a blog post, I simply want to come in here, I want to paste in or type in my block of text, and then allow whatever happens happen. But the problem is Gutenberg now wants me to come in here and use a block editor even for this, which makes absolutely negative sense. Nothing. It is stupid. And so what happened is they got rid of the entire classic editor that allowed you to very quickly do posts, and they dumped it all and said, we got a new block editor for everybody. And then one of the big value propositions is we have reusable blocks. Guys, we've always had reusable blocks. They're called widgets. These are all reusable blocks on this page. They are on every page of the website. I edit them one time and they appear on every page of the website. That's a reusable block. We've had these forever. It's called a widget. All right. And so you use something like Gutenberg for a home page where you need to do interesting things with layouts. But when it comes down to a typical traditional standard page, you don't want to mess with layouts. All you need to do is get in here and just say, all we're doing is this. Boom. That's it. And so Gutenberg is going to cause a mass exodus. The first place we're going to see is we're not going to see an immediate drop in 2019 of the total WordPress sites. We're not going to see it immediately drop. What we're going to see is nearly every single developer who builds client websites, every one of us have said Gutenberg is the worst thing ever for their clients. And so what we as developers are doing, we are migrating away. That doesn't mean we're going to pull down perfectly working sites immediately. What we're going to do is we're going to install Classic Plugin Editor, or the Classic Plugin, Classic Editor plugin. We're going to install Disable Gutenberg. We're going to drop code into our system to make sure that the block editor is never displayed and never can display. We're going to maintain those sites until those sites reach end of life. And then as soon as those clients say, I think it's time for a site refresh, we're going to be moving them to new CMSs. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm working with different CMSs, and this site here, which is a massive site, it doesn't look it, but it is a massive site. This site here is getting moved to a completely different CMS because I'm not messing with WordPress and Gutenberg for this. Not a chance. It's insanity. And so that's my prediction, is in 2019, we're going to see a stagnation in growth. We're actually going to see a decline as people shut down their sites because they can't work with it anymore. And then what's going to end up happening is over the next couple of years, we're going to see WordPress really die out in popularity. It's going to be relegated to like Wix and Squarespace. You're going to go to WordPress.com. You're going to buy it. Some people will still use it. Frankly, WordPress is still the most user-friendly system. It just has a completely impossible to use editor. And we don't, as developers, we don't want to install plugins to remove old functionality out of a site. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, And for anyone curious, what is the current status? Oh, and of course, contact form 7 went off the walls nutsoid as well. That's not helping WordPress's cause either. So how is it doing with Gutenberg? Well, their rating actually managed to drop. They are now at a 2.1 star. It was 2.3. And of these 412 5-star reviews, I think that only about 100 of these are legitimately 1 star. Like this one here is a 5-star review here that says cannot publish. You know, I know you're all working hard, but I spent hours trying to publish a post, and I thought it would take only 30 minutes. I called my hosting company, put in a ticket, but I have been writing blogs for a long time, so I thought it would take out some plugins. I updated the PHP code, changed the theme. So other commented, this is the problem, please fix it as soon as, if not broke, don't fix it. The blocks is not it. All right, so obviously that is a negative post done 4 minutes ago that should have been a 1-star review. It's a 5. So why is it a 5? Because when you review a plugin on WordPress, it automatically defaults to a 5 because they just assume everyone wants to rate everything 5 out of 5 stars. Rather than leaving it blank and saying, oh, you forgot to select your rating, it automatically rates it at 5. That's why there's so many of these 4 stars that are actually, or these 5 stars that are actually 1 star. And so look, even in the last day, 5 hours, 1 star, 6 hours, 1 star, 7 hours, 1 star, 9 hours, 1 star, 9 hours, 2 star. Hey, he gave it 2 stars, 10 hours. So this means that all of these posts came, half of this page right here came within this. Worst responsive plugin of all. Can't stand the editor. We just want a space where we can write. I love the basic editor with a page builder. I love the basic editor with a page builder only if I need to. Terrible decision. Make this part of core. Not intuitive or efficient. In the current state, the block editor is a step backward. Okay, this, guys, is insanity. This is insanity. Why in the hell would you do this to your product? Oh my Lord. How do you rate communicator Telegram in the meaning of security? Techlore, who does a lot of things, does actually rate it pretty well and uses it personally. I think it's pretty good. Definitely better than WhatsApp for sure, but still it's not something I use a lot. Do you think that Microsoft would buy Ubuntu in the next 5 years? I think that's a good possibility. Well, they'd buy Canonical is what they would buy. Microsoft should rename itself to Tainted Windows because it's only visible one way, or one-way Windows. Solve the issue with my tablet. 5G Wi-Fi. I just needed to change the channel. Oh, okay. Custom builds, 85 for budget to mid-range. Like the appearance of that website you showed, it looks nice. Which one? Which one, Pizza? Mine or that other, or the other one? Go to Linux, but I have Nook, though I have Kindle too. I wouldn't put some adults too brought things with them too. Cool and no dedicated graphics. Forcing changes never works out, like in Windows 8 tiles. But at least in Windows 8, it sucked, but it was usable. Gutenberg is not usable. That's the problem. Classic functionality plugin. People were installing these to restore the start menu. Yep. Eventually have things to do where I have pre-built machines by hand and sell them off the shelf. There you go. What if Gutenberg gets fixed? It's still unnecessary. Okay, the way to fix Gutenberg is to put the classic editor back as the default with the optional tab to go to Gutenberg. If they did that and it was the original thing and they dropped all of the, what's the JavaScript library it's based on? I thought it was Node.js, but it's not. Whatever the stupid JavaScript library is. See, the thing about WordPress is it always works so well because it was all PHP-based, server-based. Now with Gutenberg, they're switching to a client-based, which is slow and clunky and annoying, and not to mention, we do not need piles of JavaScript all over the place. So no, even if they fix Gutenberg, no, I still wouldn't use it. Gonna send some people your way, and I'll ask around for you. All right. Yep. Yeah. So right now we're just kind of mitigating Gutenberg crap right now, and then we're moving to other CMSs. Developer is doing this, taking the initiative to plan for the future. Everyone else has their hands in the air. Yep. The wine website looks nice. Yes. Yeah, that was a few months in the making. WordPress automatically update to V5. I'm getting word for a business site. Technically, no. Some themes might push the code into the core to do it. WordPress on itself should never update itself to 5. It will stay in the 4.9 branch. So like you should be on WordPress 4.9.9 and you should never go up to 5. But if you are on a hosting company that is annoying and pushing upgrades, or if your WordPress was installed through a software installer like Softaculous, then it will automatically upgrade to 5. Yes. So there is a line of code that you can drop in your config.php file that will block it from ever updating. That's what I'd recommend you do. What is the most beautiful distro? Elementary, Deepin, or Zorin? Deepin, all the way. Elementary looks like cheap crap. Zorin looks okay, but Deepin is flat out gorgeous. It looks like the white balance did change suddenly on the camera for some reason. I don't know. Probably a lighting shifted or something. Personally love the Western Mountain web design site. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull that off of WordPress soon too. That's a WordPress site, but it doesn't really need to be. So I think I'm going to pull that off of WordPress soon. Visual, text, and blocks. You get the option to turn off blocks altogether. Yep. That's what they should have done. If they had taken the Gutenberg plugin, and really it should have stayed a plugin for at least another year or two for development. If they had taken the Gutenberg and even auto-installed it and auto-activated it with the option to go visual, text, block, absolutely I would have no problem whatsoever. See you later, Paul. All right, we've reached the bottom. Let's see if I can find a kitty. Kitty, kitty. Yep, we found a kitty. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. You gotta jump up. You're getting fat. You need some exercise. Jump. Jump. Come on. Come on. Come on, kitty. You gotta come up. I'm not picking you up. You gotta jump. You can do it. Dude, you jump on your chair every day. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's right, kitty. All right. Feed the kitty. Feed the kitty. Right here. Put your paw in there. Put your paw in there and get it. Put your paw in there. See it? Oh boy. You gonna stick your face in there? Alright. You're dumb today, aren't you? He is a very stupid cat, by the way. That's actually part of what makes him so cute, is how dumb he is. Here, buddy. Yeah. One more? Oh. Oh, Houston. Houston, we dropped the ball. There you go. Are the finger licking good? Yeah. Alrighty. All right, let's wrap up the comments here. All right, best WordPress alternatives so far. Not Drupal. They are adopting Gutenberg next, as if Drupal didn't suck enough. As far as, like, if you want just a basic blog with minimal plugins, you should go Classic Press, which is the fork of 4.99 WordPress. So Classic Press is WordPress dedicated to not having Gutenberg in it. And so the downside is you're not going to have any of your huge wide-scale automatic plugins. So WooCommerce is not going to work. A few other big applications are not going to work. But if you're just doing a simple blog and you need minimal plugins, Classic Press, absolutely. If you need a full-scale CMS, I would probably recommend going to Joomla at this point in time, because they don't have any specific plans to implement something as nonsensical as Gutenberg anytime soon. And so that is probably where we're going to see if you're talking about your open source CMSs. And then there's a variety of other things out there as well that are either not open source or not entirely free applications. So I'm looking at a variety of different things, but I'm doing some site builds right now in Joomla, which has been an interesting re-education. I have not built a Joomla site in, I think, 6 years. I don't think I've maintained one for 4. And so I'm relearning Joomla, and frankly, it's not bad. It's a different beast than WordPress. It's not as user-friendly, but it is probably more powerful. Proton Bridge is a little finicky for Proton Mail. Just added block WordPress updates to my New Year's. Yep. Yeah, and let me know if you need the code for that too. It's pretty easy to find online. I think it's just disable auto updates with the variable you're passing as core, I think is what it is, but you'll have to look for it. Feed the house panther. You're the house panther. Yes, you are. He's thinking, human, you always pick me up. So who's being lazy now? Oh, touche, kitty, touche. Interested in custom builds or any other services? Shoot a mail directly. So yeah, go ahead and get a hold of Mark there if you are in need of custom computer builds. Absolutely. Cat just jumped on the desk and threw the nip at me. So he is nuts right now. Cats are fun. Yep. Okay. I love Joomla. I wish it was more user-friendly, though. Yeah. That's definitely true. Right, Kitty? Do you wish Joomla was more user-friendly? Oh, let me see if I have... Let me see if I can actually show you what I'm doing right now in that. I'm not sure I'll be able to, but... Yeah, so where's a web browser view? There we are. All right, so I like the original styling that I have. I mean, there's a few changes I'm making, and so if I go, for example, here, this is what this page looks like here, and then on the new rebuild, it looks very similar. There's just a few changes that I made here, and one of the things I'm experimenting with right now. So there's that page on the dev site. Here's the same page on the WordPress site. So there's what they look like. Then I've been experimenting with tabs. So this is actually where you purchase the books and stuff. So presently those... I'm not building out the page, I'm just testing the tab functionality. So this is the tab functionality on the existing site, and this is what the tab functionality is going to look like. I still need to do some styling and stuff. So, of course, that's going to be on the other side for the books. I need to do some styling differences. But, you know, it looks decent, and I'm not going to show you the home page yet because I haven't worked on the code over there, but... seems to be something not loading right on these, which is new because they have been loading right on my dev testing, so I need to test that. So it's kind of what I've been doing to get that site rebuilt, just moving it off of WordPress onto another platform. So basic blog with pictures and videos. Would you suggest VPS or cPanel thing? So if it boils down to your traffic. If you're just getting started on the site, you want to just get a shared server from either SiteGround or A2 hosting. Just use one of their shared ones because it's going to be cheap. You're going to get a free SSL, so security is going to be pretty good. That's going to get you started. And then what's going to happen is as the site gets big and starts to grow, then you will eventually need to move to something more powerful. So you'd want to move on to a basic VPS at that point in time, or a dedicated eventually. But you know, those are really expensive, so you don't want to be doing that too soon. So you want to start on a shared platform and then move up as you go. Yes, WP auto update core false. That's the one, Sleepy. Just drop that in your wp-config.php in the root directory of your WordPress build. That's going to prevent it from ever auto updating. Moving away from break. That's just going to be moving in the future. Yep. Also, Sleepy, just in case, if you do have to upgrade to 5 for a security related thing, just use the plugin called Disable Gutenberg. Okay, this venture, time to get a day job. I have regular cash flow, also offer refurbs. In terms of creating websites, I wonder how many clients you must have. Not as many as I would like. Is Wix worse than WordPress? Depends on whom you ask. I mean, with Gutenberg, no. I think Wix is better than WordPress with Gutenberg. WordPress without Gutenberg? Absolutely. WordPress is better, but you need to have a theme to do what you need to do, and then you just use a page builder like Visual Composer or Elementor or Fusion or just any of the page builders work really well with WordPress. So Gutenberg is completely unnecessary. That's the problem. It's like, well, they're not using our page builder. So we're going to kill everybody just for that. I don't know. But anyway, so that's that. I think what we're going to do is we will go ahead and wrap this guy up. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. We had average view duration of 17 minutes. Apparently it wasn't an interesting show today. I don't know. 39 concurrent viewers presently. 56 was our peak. 231 playback. 66 total view time hours. So thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow morning sometime, Usually about 12:30, could be a little earlier, could be a little later, but 12:30 is a good goal. We'll be doing a live stream looking about all of this fun tips for your Christmas tech. You start speaking nerdy, she's all ears. She does not understand. All right. Shall I list my system specs for you? I have a Ryzen 5 1600 hyper-threaded 6 cores with 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM and a 4 gig onboard graphics card. Ooh! Hey, how's it going there? Yeah. Classic editor versus Disable Gutenberg. Okay, so the Disable Gutenberg is better. What Classic Editor does is it allows you to run a classic editor like the one it used to have, but it's actually different. It's still slow and bloated. Disable Gutenberg actually removes all of the JavaScript that Gutenberg drops in. Classic Editor does not remove that code. Disable Gutenberg removes the code, which means the site will no longer move like molasses and will return itself back to what it used to be. And so Disable Gutenberg is better for sure. It is always advisable, though, to have the Classic Editor installed on your site. So install Classic Editor on your site now and set it up to use the Classic Editor in the settings always. Because what's going to happen is if it automatically updates to Gutenberg and you don't realize it, having the Classic Editor installed will overwrite the Gutenberg and it will prevent your post from being destroyed, which is another fun side effect of Gutenberg. Are the dangers of dual booting Linux and Windows mitigated to only the install process? No, because if any update occurs in the bootloader, Windows could wipe out your Linux bootloader and a Linux bootloader could wipe out Windows. Although your Linux bootloader is not as likely to wipe out the Windows one because Windows can load off of the Linux bootloader. But if Windows decides to do an upload to the bootloader and it wipes out your grub menu, then you won't be able to get into Linux without reinstalling grub over that. And that would be a very advanced subject. Okay, and I'm paranoid that my phone has been compromised. What is the best carriers? I don't think the phone carrier really matters as much as what you do on the phone. If you're worried about phone security, I use my phone pretty much as a communication device, and that is it. How many threads? 12? 12 threads. Six cores, 12 threads. That's insane. Yes. I don't know if that's a first gen or not. It is a Ryzen 5 1600. I don't know what gen. Oh, yeah. All right. I think now officially we'll go ahead and wrap her up. So thanks for coming along, guys, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.